11, the most Pokemon searched across the country, probably due to the nostalgia of the franchise's early popularity.
There are so many facilities and organizations dedicated to cancer research. It's a more than $200 billion industry, but that's for adults. When you talk about the funding going toward research of children's cancers, it's about 4% of that, despite increasing numbers of cases. Locally and nationally, there are organizations and individuals dedicated to changing those numbers. Today, we're learning more about River and the legacy she leaves behind.
Holy cow, this is what life's all about. You know what I mean? It's just the purpose and the feeling and the happiness and the fun and the dreams and the goals. And
Madeline and Travis Oper welcomed River into the world in April of 2022.
So perfect, like unreal. Like, I'm not just saying it. Obviously, we're biased, but she was just everything we could ever want. I mean, she was beautiful.
The beautiful infant soon became an active toddler. When she bumped her cheek on a coffee table and it didn't heal, she ended up in the hospital.
Came back a couple weeks later and she got very ill. She ended up being hospitalized for about 8 days, went septic, was tested.
Yeah, we were in Helen of Voss for a week.
Yep, was tested for leukemia. We thought that was the scariest day of our life.
It wasn't. More testing revealed a more frightening diagnosis.
And come to find out, we had rhabdomyosarcoma. So it was very quick.
1 in 1 million.
Her type of cancer, yes.
Children with 1 in 1 million kids get it.
River underwent chemo and radiation and responded well.
We thought we were in the clear. We thought we were just treating microscopic cells and that we were technically cancer-free. And I was rubbing her back and I felt just the tiniest little bump.
And tests confirmed the worst.
And then we learned that it was everywhere. And it was palliative care from there, and we were able to enjoy the next 3.5 weeks with her at home until she went to heaven.
I feel like we set life up, everything we wanted, you know, everything was going the way we wanted it, and then, you know, it just, you find out real quick you're not in control.
Maybe not in control, but Madeline did everything she could to find answers while caring for River.
Towards the end of her journey here with us, we were connected to a lady named Grania Owen who founded Curing Kids Cancer in 2005, has since raised over $30 million in the last 20 years.
Now that was after Grania lost her own son, Killian, to childhood cancer. 3 months after River's death, Grania started a fund in her name for research with a $100,000 donation. That was all the sign Madeline needed. She organized a fire truck pull last year in her hometown of Lakeview, and the community showed up.
We had 18 teams our first year, which was awesome. We raised over $26,000, and actually $26,000 is enough for one child's treatment.
But her work wasn't done.
Partnering with them as an ambassador was great in the beginning, and early this spring when they mentioned that they had a full-time position open for me, I knew that I couldn't say no.
So in addition to planning this year's Lakeview Fire Truck Pull, Madeline plans other fundraisers and works with the organization's grant program. It's a journey she wasn't expecting, but she knows she's where she belongs and where River wants her to be.
I feel like God is leaving me a breadcrumb trail to follow for the rest of my life, and I believe that with her help, I'll be able to just continue to follow those crumbs.
Say hi.
And I know that we'll see our daughter again, and I know that she's looking down on us, and she's happy to see that we're putting our grief into something that's going to make a difference.
And the Lakeview Fire Truck Pull coming up again August 23rd this year. Registration starts at 8:30. The pull is at 10 a.m. Lots of information online, and you can learn more about